Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our live today. I am just checking the settings here. That's what I thought. We're just checking the camera. Okay, here we go. Anyways, we had a few technical problems today, so we're a little late. So sorry about that. And I just have to make my camera. There we go. There we go. Okay, so today we are going to talk about what is belting and how to belt with your singing voice. Now, this is a topic that everybody, you know, let's face it. Is there anything cooler than a singer belting out an amazing high note? Like we all want to do that. A nice long note, it just excites your audience like no end. And today, with amazing stars like Adele and Lady Gaga, and it's hard to find a great singer who can't belt high notes. Even in jazz, we need our belt voice, although we don't belt as much as in the pop genre. People like Christina Aguilera, Whitney Houston, Lady Gaga, she's an absolute master, a master in using her chest voice to go up and belt, because if you don't have a chest voice, you will not be able to belt. So let's find out what is belting anyways. It's about time. If you don't know how to belt, you really got to get that technique learned. But of course, if you don't have a strong vocal technique, a strong breathing technique, you're going to have a little problem reaching those high notes. So what is belting and how do you get it in your voice? Today, let's take a moment to define what belting means and what causes that amazing vocal sound. Um, these, the way to use belting, this is my definition anyways. Belting is a singing term that refers to singing the chest notes in a higher register, going into your head voice and using your belting voice there. But first of all, you have to be able to belt in the higher chest voice. That means, what is the chest voice? The chest voice is where you resonate here in your chest. La, this is your chest voice. And I'm going to show you, let me see, what you have to learn. If you really have to train your chest voice, guys, and once you have done that, you're going to be able to start belting. And in the beginning, you're not going to reach all of the high notes because your voice is not stable enough. It's not strong enough. The vocal cords, I explained this yesterday. The vocal cords in the beginning, if you're not training your voice, are small, thin, there's just no power in them, right? It's like going to the fitness studio. You have to train your muscles because the vocal cords are muscles. And once you start training those vocal muscles, those vocal cords, then you will be able to start to be able to even think of belting. So, oh, I guess I turned it off. So this is the chest voice. We have to start with our chest voice. Ba. This is the chest voice. You can hear it's a big, thick voice. We have the thick vocal cords, and we're really, really touching. The vocal cords are really touching each other. Na, 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 na. Now I'm going into the head voice here. Na, na. Now, actually, I should be able. Well, when you're sitting, you can't sing the chest voice as well as when you're standing. That's why we stand when we perform, so that we can use the chest voice. When we can sing better when we're standing, we have a better breathing technique. But hey, 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 hey. Okay, this is a B above middle sing. Actually, you should even be able to get that in the chest line. Hey, Hey, hey. So now I'm in the chest head voice. Hey, 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 hey. So to be able to do that, you have to have the transition from your chest voice into your mixed voice. And the chest voice, now the head voice is the area where you are resonating just in the head area. But it's not like when you're singing choir music or something like that. The head voice, you can even start here at middle C. Na. You can hear it's not very loud, right? Na. It's all head voice. So you notice that I'm singing some pretty straight notes, right? So first of all, before you even start to sing and you want to use your chest voice, you have to be able to breathe down into your diaphragm. And we talked about that. We're going to go into breathing really in detail tomorrow. So um, the breathing is very, very important to allow you to have the strength to be able to project your voice in the higher chest voice. Now, this all is a coordination, which I explained in the other lives that I recorded. That when you have a good breathing technique, that means you lay on the floor, you can feel how your stomach expands and retracts when you breathe out. Got your abdominal muscles that are controlling the air. So when you breathe in and when you breathe out, you pick up the note from your vocal cords, right? And the vocal cords are vibrating. It's a vibration when a tone, when you get a note that starts to vibrate. That's how we create a sound. And then we send it out in our mouth area. Ah, ah. But you notice I'm not really singing it, I'm more speaking it. Ah, ah. Now, if I sing it, I'm going to have more problems going up the scale. So it's really important to start using your speaking voice to be able to sing jazz, pop, and blues. Now, in the blues area, we use the chest voice just most of the time. So um, I'm trying to find my notes here. I think because we had these technical problems, all of the notes that I wrote did not show up because I had turned my computer off. Okay, the most important things for belting are breathing technique, a very strong, really exercised chest breathing technique. So once you have your good breathing techniques and you pick up the note without any, that means you are using your breathing reflex where it just jumps up like a trampoline, picks up the note, no strain on your vocal cords. This is what we want to stop. As soon as we start thinking of going up the register, right? We talked about this in trying to reach the high notes. Then we all of a sudden clench our face and we get tensed up and we're getting psyched up for that high note because we're afraid not to reach that high note. So when you start to go into the belting voice, you have to really open your throat, just use your diaphragm, use that breathing reflex, pick up the note and just project that note as far as you can. It's actually yelling. Like if I use my chest voice, hey, ho. If I go up the scale, hey, 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 hey. So there you see, I'm able to go over from the chest voice into the mixed voice without any problems with the transition of our breaking point. So there are some exercises that I can show you. First of all, I wanted to speak about Lady Gaga. I put a video yesterday in the group to show you how she really, on her last note, when she was singing somewhere, what was she singing? Um, she was singing from the musical, The Sound of Music. And by the way, guys, she had a vocal coach every day for 6 months. And if you really, really need to get someone to help you, to give you feedback, to guide you, to show you where you are pressing, where you're not pressing, how to change your technique so that you can really sing with power. So she's a winner of 6 Grammys, 3 British awards, 2 Golden Globes, and Academy Award. Lady Gaga has an absolute stellar voice. So what's her secret? I mean, after all, there's all kinds of singers out there and beautiful, hardworking vocalists. What makes Gaga so different? The truth is that Lady Gaga has a secret weapon in her singing voice. And what is that? This weapon is something ambiguous, like a perfect pop sound. It's not a perfect pop sound or a multi-million dollar mix by her high-powered producers. Actually, Gaga's weapon is something we can all appreciate, but only a trained ear can hear it and is able to sing it. And that is Lady Gaga has an amazing chest voice. Now, I see a lot of my colleagues who are teaching voice, and they do not teach the chest voice. They do not sing in the chest voice, and they are not teaching the chest voice. And I'm telling you now, if you are not learning the chest voice, you will not be able to sing jazz, pop, and blues, period. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be yelling all the time. In the beginning, it is a kind of yelling, right? Even when we're belting, it's yelling. It's really, really a loud chest voice or going up into your head voice. It's loud. That belting is loud. And that's what we want. We want in a song, when we're singing a song, we're introducing the melody and it's flowing by and so on and so forth. But at some point, you want to have a climax in that song, and that is going to be your belting note, right? Or at the end of the song, usually, you really want to belt it out. Let that one note just extend that one note and belt it. So, chest voice is the lowest vocal register that we have in the singing voice and is known for having a strong and brassy tone. When I study classical, guys. I have a classical degree in singing and a degree in jazz. But when I first started out singing jazz, I had to really start creating, I would say creating, start using, because I didn't even know where it was. Where's your chest voice when you come from the classical music? And I get so many students who come here and they don't know what is chest voice. They've never sang chest voice. They've been singing in a choir. They don't know their chest voice. Even some of the professional singers are not singing in their chest voice. And it just gives you so much more contrast in your singing, so much power, so much strength, so much control by being able to use your chest voice. And it's really, really important, first of all, to get some of the vocal techniques down and practiced and consistently practice because you have to train the vocal muscles. When they become stronger, they're going to be able to sing in the chest voice. But before that, your voice is going to probably break away because you just don't have the stability, the strength in your voice yet, right? So start using vocal techniques, breathing techniques. Start learning how to breathe properly. Start doing breathing exercises. Start practicing your vocal exercises. I have a CD It's in German. If you want it in English, you just have to message me with 23 exercises on how to train your voice in jazz, pop, and blues. You start out with the breathing exercises. You go into the use of your chest voice and supporting it from your consonants, the explosive consonants, so that you learn how to allow the chest note to really jump up from your diaphragm, right? Hop, that is using the consonants, the explosive consonants. But you notice, if you have never sang from your breathing reflex, these exercises are really, really excellent for that. So you want to start practicing that. The more you sing, the more you train, but you don't want to overdo it, guys. Don't overdo it, because if you go into the fitness studio and you're going and training 4 or 5 hours every single day, you're gonna break a muscle. You're gonna really turn your muscle. We say in German, ein Muskel ist. You're gonna tear your muscle. So don't overdo it. Start with 20 minutes, 20 minutes a day, and build it up. Consistently build up your practicing. And to have a practice schedule, I'm going to talk about that on another day. But you really have to start learning the vocal techniques so that you can belt. Now, one of the belting techniques that Lady Gaga has been using, and I have also her vocal, not from Lady Gaga, from Christina Aguilera. I have her master, how she teaches singing, and she also teaches how to use your chest voice, how to use your belting voice. And a couple of the exercises are like this: yeah, 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 all from your diaphragm. Let it jump from your breathing reflex. Yeah, 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 yeah. So now I'm going into the head voice. But you notice I've got a lot of strength in the voice without really screaming. I mean, I'm not screaming like this. I'm not going, yeah, yeah. I'm not being like a football player, right? I am using the speaking voice to create a tone that can be used for singing. Yeah. And then I go off at the end of the note. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that is my high belting voice. Yeah, yeah. That is a B. Going into the head voice. Yeah, yeah. So if I want to sing any of those pop songs, then I have to be able to use my head voice. If you listen to Christina Aguilera, then she's really way up there using her chest mixed. Actually, it's sort of like a mixed voice, because it's not your head voice all by itself. It's being mixed with a lot of your chest voice. If you don't sing the chest voice, you won't be able to do it. So that's one exercise. And to be able to practice this, you could just start off doing just a couple of notes. You don't have to do them all. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then you go up the scale. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So you could be doing this at home with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Actually, it's just the extension of your using your chest voice, but in a higher register. Yeah, 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 yeah. Still chest voice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Starting to belt. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 That was the top note was a B, above middle C. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a high C above middle C. So that's just about the end I would say, of your chest using your belting voice, because after that you're going to go into um, your mixed voice, which is actually your head chest voice. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm now into my mixed head chest voice. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 So I could go on for a while, but as you see, I have control over my voice. So the three things that you have to remember in using your belting voice is to use your breathing technique, using your breathing reflex to let that note jump up and pick up the note from your vocal cords without any stress, using your mouth, your whole resonance area. Your jaw has to be down. You really have to open your mouth to sing the belt voice. Yeah. So now that sounds pretty loud, but if you're in studio and you're singing that, or you're at a concert, you're singing that from the stage, it doesn't sound that loud because you're taking your microphone a little further back. But that microphone technique is another topic for another day. But if I am using my belting voice, it is going to be loud. So don't there's no way around that. So don't try to stop your voice because that's going to create tension all around on the muscles on the vocal cords. You don't want to stop your voice. You got to let your voice out, but you have to have a nice round mouth to allow that note to get out there. Yeah! 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 What note am I singing? That's a B. So this is what I can tell you. Breathing technique, using your vocal cords without any stress, without any pain, without anything putting any strain on your voice, and using your mouth, that you have your mouth open, your jaw open. You've got a little bit of tension in your upper lip. You're controlling the sound that is going out of your mouth because you don't want to, yeah, it's going to hurt my voice if I do that. So I want to send the voice out. It's what we call projecting your voice. So, my loves, is there any questions? Please put your questions into the chat and I will get back and answer them for you. And if you are interested in working on your voice in jazz, the vocal techniques really are the same for jazz, pop, and blues. So I'm doing a course starting Monday, 10-week course on swinging jazz vocal mastery program. And we're going to be learning all the vocal techniques, the breathing techniques, how to swing a tune. And of course, we need the belting voice. We're going to be talking about belting, and I'll be showing you some exercises in belting. We need the belting voice in jazz also, but not as much as in pop. We really need the strong vocal cords, more stronger than you do in jazz for singing pop. So if you'd like to join us, Elfie, my assistant, she will put the link in the chat. And if you would like to get that CD with all of those exercises, so you can start today. And if you would like it in English, just put it in the chat, and we'll get back to you and send it to you in English. Okay. Take care, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about breathing. We're going to be talking about that a little more in detail. So please come by tomorrow at 1 o'clock and let's talk about breathing. Okay, take care. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.